Welcome back to another fishing boat video, but today we're going to be adding bow and stern thrusters with a front ballast tank. Let's get started. First thing we're going to add is some bow thrusters. Bow thrusters are very important to help maneuver boats, and we're going to put our bow thrusters about right here. This is the perfect spot, so let's grab ourselves a propeller here, and this propeller will be the bow thruster. Now that we have that placed there, why don't we kind of block it off? So we'll do the same thing we did up here. So we'll grab that wedge right there, make sure it's that red color so it blends in, and then just like that, we'll block it off, and now it looks normal. Then of course we have to cover the bow thruster with blocks behind it, or else it'll leak water in the main hull, and we do not want that. And we cannot forget to paint the outside of this so we have symmetry on, and I accidentally did the wrong color. There we go. It is all going red and perfect. Now you can't even see it. So now we need to figure out which motor we should use, because we can either use this medium one right here, which we did use for our research submarine, but this was a really big one. I don't know. Or we can use the small electric one, which would also work, but it's going to go much slower. That also should work. So let's grab some throttles, even though we have 1,000 in the helm right here. Then we'll connect this left one to the left bow thruster, right one to the right one, and there we go. Infinite electric is on, of course. So now if we put the throttle down right here, it will start to push us sideways. Oh yeah, that's definitely more than enough. This is all we need 100% for a fishing boat. So yeah, that's perfect. Now we have some bow thrusters. Now we need to put some in the stern, and this is the hard part. We have to figure out where to actually put it so it pushes us directly sideways and not like at a curved sideways because of like the center of thrust if both of the side ones are on. So let's go ahead and count like how many blocks this bow thruster is away from the center of mass, because then we have to do that same thing on the exact opposite side to make sure we have the same center of thrust. We need to put in the stern thruster somewhere about right here. So let's grab ourselves a prop and actually make sure it's on the same level as the bow thruster up there. All right, we'll put it right there. That looks like it's about on the same level. I think it definitely is. So why don't we go ahead and continue building it with this one? So let's back it up a little bit because it's definitely too far up. Put some blocks on the ground right next to it so we can have some leverage here. Then we'll put our bow thruster right about there. Perfect. Then there's not really a whole lot of blocks we can... Oh, we had symmetry not on. Okay. Then there's not really a whole lot of blocks we can use to actually cover this. So we're just going to paint it red, simple like that, nothing complicated. Now we have two bow and stern thrusters, but we need to add the electric motor in the back here. So let's grab ourselves a small electric motor, and we'll connect this straight to this one right here. And there we go. So now those should work. Let's go ahead and grab some more throttles here. I know, so many throttles. This will definitely not be how it looks like. Once again, I say that every episode, but this is the most like complicated helm right now. There's just so many buttons everywhere, so I'll definitely fix that. There we go. So now let's spawn this in and test it. All right, so if we activate these two at the same time, it should push us, because this is definitely an issue. So I think we have to put this one back here, maybe even farther back. What we're gonna do is just copy this out of this thing and put it back even farther. So maybe we could just put it like right here. I mean, that would work. And then I think maybe even inwards a little bit to have it be perfectly aligned with the one over here. So maybe if we put both of them like directly near our propeller. All right, they're both merged in on the same level. So let's spawn it in and test it one more time. All right, so we need a full throttle on both of them just like that. And then it should perfectly push us to the right here. And it's still, the front one still has more power or something. I don't know what's going on with that. So I even put it on literally the way back, and it's still, the front one's overpowering it. So what we could do is just kind of do this. So when we actually make all the buttons, we would just throttle this down to like 60. So then it'd perfectly push it sideways. We would just figure out the sweet spot for that number. But let's make sure we actually test the right side here. So we're going to test the right side. Right side's going on full speed here. And let's see if the right side pushes us, which it definitely should. There we go. We are getting pushed. So that's definitely working. Once again, the right side has a front bias, so the front's definitely a little bit more stronger. So we'll just go ahead and do that once we do our systems video. Now that that's done, I wanted to add a front ballast tank to kind of counter the weight of these two big of the back ballast tanks that would store fish, because when these are full, it completely leans this thing to the back, and I want something in the front to actually kind of counter it. And we definitely can do that because we have a whole bunch of room up here. So why don't we make this entire front part the ballast? So we will block it off about right here. So I want it to block off right where all this stuff starts. You know, can we move this back one block? That would definitely help, but hopefully it doesn't ruin our stability. It really shouldn't, but definitely moving this will affect it in some way. So we'll just move that back one block, merge it in, and then block it off with this wall right here. And there we go. And then to maximize how much ballast we can actually fit in this thing, we're going to grab some wedges right here. Then these little blocks right here that are inside of this wedge can actually be filled with water. But yeah, I think this front part in here would definitely work as a ballast. So why don't we make some pumps here? So we need to grab some pumps to actually pump in the water. So we'll make two pumps for each one. Same with the back ones. They're exact same thing. So I think that's in. Yep, fluid in and it'll fluid out there. And then we need to pump out the water somehow. So we'll just reverse it. And there we go. So now we can pump in and out water with two of those. Then we need to grab ourselves some pipes here, and we're going to make it blue, of course. So we have some color coding. So in will go downwards, and this will also go downwards, but we're going to put it like right next to it so it's not in the way. And then directly below this should be some flatness. There we go. Perfect. So then we'll put two fluid ports here for the ballast, and then it'll be red. So it's actually camouflage. We'll do those. And then let's grab some straight pipes. And then all we have to do is line the pipe straight down into those ports. And there we go. That's all we have to do. And now it should all work, but we need to connect the buttons, of course, and actually put some fluid ports in this thing. So we can do the top one right here, but the bottom one has like a blockage going on. So we're gonna have to grab some enclosed pipes to kind of fix that. So let's grab ourselves a pipe enclosed and then we'll have it turn. And there we go. Just like that, we'll put a port right there and a port right there. There we go. And then let's grab some toggle buttons and then we'll put them. Oh my gosh, there's just way too many buttons. We'll just put it out here for now because there's just too much stuff going on in there. So this will pump in the water, and then the bottom one to the right here will be the pump out button. And there we go. So now that should all work. Then we need a dial up here to actually display how much water we have in there. Of course, that's the most important part here. So put a dial there, and then we need to grab a fluid meter, and this fluid meter will detect how much fluid is actually in here, of course. All right, we got everything connected. Why don't we spawn this in and actually test it? So I want to just test if it fills and drains, of course. So this is drain right there. So this one must be fill. Yes, that is fill. Perfect. So now it is slowly filling up with water down here somewhere. So how big is this tank actually? Okay, so it's about crouching distance. We can still kind of walk in here. Maybe we should add like an access hatch in here somewhere. I don't know why, but maybe. But yeah, as you can tell, it is definitely filling up with water, and then it should slowly start leaning the boat here actually to the front. I can already kind of tell, but I'll see you guys once it's pretty full here. So it's maxing out at around 5,700 liters, and it's definitely leaning it towards the front, but that's only like the size of one of those tanks back here. All right, let's fill both of these tanks up, kind of see what happens. Is that the fill button? Yes, it is. Okay, so we're gonna fill both of these and see how bad the list is towards the back, because that's definitely still where it's gonna be. I can already see the ship slowly starting to lean towards the back. I don't know if you guys can, but I definitely can tell. Oh gosh, this is going to be rough. These things have like 8,000 liters, so these are definitely larger than the front one. But then of course we could also push it back a little bit because we have so much room up here. We could probably push it back to this wall right here and then slide the pumps back, because I don't know what else we'd put back here that might get in the way of that access hatch right there for our maintenance, but you know, that might just happen. But yep, it's definitely starting to lean towards the back slowly. All right, what are these at? 5,100. All right, so these have to go around. So I'd say it's a little back heavy still. These are both on full, so 8,400 for both of them. That's 16,000 liters just sitting in the back right here. Actually, probably around 17 with the 500 here. But then this front part only has 5,000. We definitely need to make the front ballast bigger, which we can do. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So we can back this pump up like 5 blocks, and it might get in the way of this hatch right here. It really shouldn't, because it opens from the outside. So, and then we can definitely fit through these 2 blocks, so that'll work. So we'll just paste it there, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side. So I'd say we definitely have much more room in this thing. We should go ahead and spawn it in, of course. Hopefully it will overcome the back one, or at least be the same. I don't really want it to overcome it. Let's start filling this one right here and these back ones over here. We're just going to be filling this front one for now, and then we'll fill the back ones once we'll see how much this actually leans the boat forward. All right, so it has a little bit of a front lean with around 9,700. Okay, so that's a little bit larger than one of those tanks back there. So let's go ahead and start filling these and actually see how this thing runs. So let's stop draining them and fill both of them. Oh gosh, this is going to be interesting. This is probably going to sit very low. It's actually not even that low in the front, so this is going to be interesting. We're going to see. All right, so starting to even out at about 4,000. Oh, these have to go like about double that. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. So it's definitely going to start leaning towards the back here in a minute. All right, the 2 back ones are at about 6,000. I think they're at like 7,000 or 8,000 where they max out at. All right, they both maxed out. This thing's completely filled with ballast, and it's actually leaning towards the back, but it's not bad at all. Like, this is how I would honestly prefer to sit. It's not like it's bad, but let's try actually driving. Oh my gosh, there's so many buttons. You guys are probably confused if you haven't seen like the videos of me adding these buttons, but all right, we're driving it. It starts to pitch up, but we can start pitching it down just like that, and there we go. That's not bad at all, besides the fact that there's water going kind of over deck, but not really. But that's just because we have both ballast fill. I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, this actually runs pretty good. It steers. The stabilizer does work when we steer, which is the cool part. So you can like visually see it actually move when we steer. That's awesome. All right, we got the ballast system stuff situated. What we're gonna do is move all this nonsense stuff up to the top of the bridge. So I'll show you what I mean here. We'll just copy all that stuff right there. There's just so much controls, and then we'll just put it up here. So basically simple like that. Once again, that will not be permanent. And then we'll put some of our bow and stern thrusters and our stabilizer system up on that wall right there. Guys, I'm kind of thinking instead of this ladder here, we should probably make like a staircase that goes down. But if we did that, we would definitely have to do some some major renovations to this thing, like probably take out this entire kitchen thing right here. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. So the first thing we're gonna probably do is cut out this entire kitchen area, and we're gonna set it to the side of the boat here, just so I know what we had in the kitchen and I don't forget anything. So just like that, we'll cut that entire part out right there. We got everything except the microwave, but we'll definitely grab that. Who cares right now? So now we have a whole bunch of room for our staircase. So let's just delete all of that right there, and then there's a whole bunch of blocks that comes with it. I don't know why. So now we have a whole bunch of room for a staircase in this thing. So why don't we kind of start that? So we need at least 2 blocks right here to start going down the staircase, and then we need a whole bunch of room over here, and then it has to like curve or something. So over here it'll curve just like that. We'll do something like that. So let's grab some stairs. So the stair top right here will be the top of the stairs, and then we have to grab some regular stairs, so these, and then we need something to actually build down the stairs on. So we'll do like a wall like that. That's not going to be there, of course, permanently. Then we'll grab some stairs steps and just line it down this wall here, and then I kind of want to have it turn at the end over here. So like right about right here, we could probably have it flatten out and then turn to start going down the other way. So we need to grab another stair top, and then we'd have it turn like this, and then it just continue going down perfectly right there. So that honestly would work. I don't know if it looks good though. Let me know if we should go back to the old way. I'll definitely make a different save with this. So we'll do that, and then perfect. All right, so something like that would work. And then of course we'd have to make like some fencing or something up here to block this area off. But that definitely work. Let's go ahead and spawn it in, test it, make sure we don't have any holes in the ship so it doesn't sink. All right, so this is what it would look like from downstairs. So right here we'd probably have like the kitchen or something. We could still walk behind the counter somehow, but then we could go up this staircase just like that, and there we go. So it's more realistic. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. It just definitely looks much better and feels more like a fishing boat. Now what we're gonna do is get rid of this counter here that I put here, because I actually didn't even know what to put there. So we'll delete that, and then we're gonna delete some of these back walls on the staircase because we need to put our kitchen back there, and then we'll just leave that there. All right, so what do we have in our kitchen? An entire counter. So we're just gonna copy this part for now because I don't exactly know it's gonna even fit back here. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to fit at all, matter of fact, but we can do something like this. We'll put that there. We're gonna delete these chairs because that's just in the way of that engine room door. So we'll do that. We'll place that there, and there we go. So now we have our entire counter system right there. That's our counter because we can't have it really go back any farther. And then we'll continue making our counter go back. And then we definitely need to like even out these stairs because they're kind of like too blocky. So what we'll do is just line it just like that, and perfect. All right, so now we need to actually add our refrigerator and our stove in there. So we're gonna grab our refrigerator first. This is the biggest issue I thought of. So I don't know if we could actually even put these in here, but we're gonna see. So our refrigerator would fit right there. Oh gosh, we definitely don't have enough room for like everything. Okay, so we'll have to figure this out. So we'll grab our oven here. This is the main part I'm worried about because I don't think this is gonna fit at all. Actually, you know what? We could completely cut this like oven thing in half here. So if we do resize and then just cut that back part out, would that work? Yeah, so I think that would definitely work. We'll just put it right next. I don't know. Should we put it right next to it? I don't know if that's really that safe. Meh, who knows? We'll just put it in the middle right here. So we'll paste that in, and then we have to merge it, and then we'll make like some type of countertop here. So where's our countertop? Right there. So this will be the countertop right there, and then we need to like something to get the smoke out of here. Actually, I don't even know if we really need that. So what we could do is we could have 2 fluid ports like this, and then it'll just angle down, and it'll look like it kind of has like a fan in it or something, and that'll get all the smoke out of here if we do ever do any cooking or anything, and we'll just block it off like that. Perfect. So now we need the actual microwave and the coffee pot. So let's grab our microwave over here. This will ruin part of the bathroom, but that's completely fine. We'll fix that. And then we will put the microwave on this wall right here. I'm kind of thinking like we'll put it right about there. Would that work? It doesn't get in the way of there. I think that'll definitely work. Okay, we'll just put it right there. And I just realized this window is basically useless because it can't even see anything. I mean, we could kind of line it up. No, it's just too far back. I don't think we can even have that window there anymore. I mean, there still is one on the other side, so that'll work. All right, so we got everything over here placed. I kind of blocked off this wall right there. And now we need the coffee pot. Definitely important. Very important. So we'll just bring this over here, copy all of that, and bring it. Then I think we'll just put the coffee pot on the end of this table right here. That's a little bit dangerous, but I mean, it will work. So there we go. We kind of renovated this thing, and we need to fix this right here. All right, so let's go ahead and spawn this in, kind of look at how it looks like in person, actually. All right, so let's go down these stairs right here. All right, it's working. All right, I think that should definitely work. There's definitely too much space over here. We'll probably put some of that seating right back here. Why don't we do that? We added some newly fine seating in here, so we can sit right here and get some coffee, of course. And then I think we can walk behind here. Yes, we can. We definitely have to get rid of those. Okay. All right, so if we got rid of those 2 transponders, we'll replace those with something. But yeah, now we can actually walk behind here, and it is looking nice. But that's probably going to be it for this video. Let me know what we should actually add next to this thing. But make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit that bell for some more future videos like this. Join the Discord, link is in the description. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.